So let us start. So today we have to see binary file. Okay, binary file. In data file handling, we have to see binary files. So as you know, binary files. In binary files, what happens? The data is written in the byte stream in the same format as it is stored in the memory. Okay, so if it is a binary file, then what happens? No translation is required by the for reading and writing. Okay, so uh, working with binary file is comparatively faster than text file. Okay, so uh, how to write programs for handling a binary file, that we will see today. Okay, so for that, if you want to work with binary file, there is a module. That module is called pickle module. Pickle. So you have to import this pickle module. Pickle module you have to import in your program. And uh, how it works, how we will be working with the binary file. So see what happens here. When we are working with binary files, actually what we are doing, we are having different Python object. Okay, so two terms are there. That term is called pickling, and another one is called unpickling. Pickling and unpickling. So pickling is also termed as serialization, and it is also called serialization or deserialization. Okay, so serialization का मतलब क्या होता है? What it means? See, in Python, all these data values we are working with, all of them are treated as object. So they are Python object. Python objects. What these Python objects are? We can have a string, we can have list, we can have dictionary, we can have tuples, etc. So all these are a Python object. Okay. So if you want to write them in a file, in a binary file, they cannot be written as it is. They cannot be written in the binary file. So what we need, these objects need to be converted. These object needs to be converted in the byte stream. Okay, we have to convert them in the byte stream so that it can be sent to the. It can be written on the disk, or it can be transmitted over a network. Okay, so what we have to do, if you are these objects are there and you want to write them in the uh, file, then you have to do this. You have to convert them into the a string, byte stream. Okay, so what this byte stream is? So if these Python objects, when you are doing pickling pickling, so what happens? They becomes byte string. So when a Python object pickling is done, then it gets converted in the byte stream. So pickling or serialization, anything you can say. Pickling or serialization, anything you can say. So when this Python object we perform pickling, then it gets converted into the byte string. So another term is this unpickling. Unpickling. Unpickling means what? That is the reverse of this. So byte stream. If we are performing, this is going this way, and if you are performing unpickling, unpickling. So what will happen? We will get Python object. Okay. So this is there. Up to now you should be able to understand what is pickling and what is unpickling. So pickling is the process of converting a Python object into byte string. Simple. If anybody asks you what do you mean by pickling in Python, so you can tell that pickling is the process of converting a Python object into byte string. That is called pickling. And what is unpickling? So unpickling means converting a byte stream back into Python object is known as unpickling. So that is about pickling and unpickling. Now what tools are there for doing these things? So we are having, when you are importing this module by pickle module in your program, then you will get two functions. One is dump and another one is load. So dump take two parameter, that is the data and the file, and load gets one parameter, that is the file. Okay, it takes one parameter, what is the file. So dump is used like this: pickle dot dump, and here we have to write the name, what is the data that has to be dumped and where you have to dump it. So that is the file. So this data means what we are doing, this is called pickling. What we are doing, we are converting python object into byte stream, and we are dumping that byte stream into the file. Okay, so that process is called pickling. Okay, so what we are doing here, this dump is used to write the data in the file. Dump is used to write the data in the file. Is it clear to all of you? Next we have to see load. So load you can use like this: pickle dot load, and here you have to give the file. So what we are doing, it will return data, so it can be stored. So suppose you are writing data, so you are getting this data will be what? This will be the python object, this will be the python object. Okay, so what you are doing, this file was there in the byte stream, this file was there in the form of byte stream, and now you are getting back python object. So this complete process is unpickling. Is it clear to all of you up to this point? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so just now what I have explained, pickling and unpickling. We have to import pickle module. Then in pickle modules we are having two functions that we will be using. One is dump. Dump is used to serialize, to pickle data, means to write the data into the file. Just we are dump means just we are dumping the data in the file. That's all. Then load function. So load function is used to get the data loaded in your program. Means what you are doing, you are fetching the data from the disk to into your program. So for that purpose you are using load function. That means what? You are loading the data from your file to the program. That's all. Okay, so now let us do some example. Okay, let us do some example and then it will be more clear to you. So here our first line should be import pickle, import pickle. Okay, after that what we have to do, we have to open a file. Okay, so here we are going to write, here we are going to create a file, binary file. Okay, so let us create a file, open a file, fh, or you can write file, anything you can write, file equal to open, and then write the name of the file, what file you want to create. Suppose my bin, my bin, simply you are writing my bin dot dat. Okay, and then this file you are opening in binary mode for writing purpose. So that time I told you, when you are working with binary file, then you have to give B for that. So this W indicates that it is it has been opened for writing purpose, and B means it is a binary file. That's all. Okay, so we have opened a file, its name is by my bin, and then dot dat, we have dot dat means it is a data file, like that. We can give any other extension also, that I will be doing later on. Okay, so that we have done. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to create Python object. Any Python object can be there. For example, suppose you are having this my obj, my obj, and suppose it is a list of elements. Suppose I am writing 1 2 3, then 2 3 4, then 3 4 5. This is a list, nested list. Okay, so this is one object, Python object. So we have created that. Next what we have to do, we have to send this Python object into a file. That file is called mybin.dat. So we are going to send it, we are going to dump it into that file. Okay, so now we are going to dump. So for dumping, what we have to use, pickle dot dump, pickle dot dump. And what is to be dumped, what is to be dumped, so we are going to dump my object, my obj. And where is to be dumped, where is to be dumped, in the file. So that is have to write. So what is to be dumped and where is to be dumped, these two parameters are required in dump. Okay, so with this we have completed. Okay, now what we can do, we can close it, we can close. So file dot close. So this is the simple one that we have done, how to write a binary, a Python object into a binary file. Okay, so now let us execute it. So we have written the things. Okay, uh, now let us try to read it. Okay, so again we will be creating a file, we will be importing that pickle, import pickle, then suppose this, and you are writing the same, opening the same file, open, and then give my bin dot dat, and then this time I am opening for reading purpose. So because the file is in binary, so we will be reading a binary file, this you have to give. Okay, so what we have done, we have created, we have done unpickling here. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to load the object in our program, we have to bring it. Okay, so for loading, what we have to do, we have to use this load function. So if you are using load function, then it returns data value, Python object is returned. So suppose you are writing my object obj, this equal to, you are writing pickle dot load, pickle dot load. Okay, so what is to be loaded, I have written here, this one. Okay, this is what is to be loaded, and from where is to be loaded, it is where it is available. So it is available in fx. Okay, so that is what we have to do. So now what we have done, we have brought back the Python object in our program. Okay, at this point, now the object is available with us in our program. Now what you want to do with that, you can do here. So suppose I want to print it. So print and write my code. And now let us run it. So what we wrote here, that is that we are getting. We have read it. Okay, so these are the simple two
डीपी
programs.
माई ऑब्जेक्ट का क्या काम होगा फिर?
Mm-hmm.
वहाँ पर वेरिएबल है ना सर, डीपी माई ऑब्जेक्ट,
DP my
जिसमें
object.
हाँ हाँ सर,
हाँ,
उसका क्या काम होगा फिर?
ओ यहाँ पे DP my object लिखा ना. So DP my objective, right? That by mistake I have written DP object, my object. That is the same thing. Why we are getting this one here? Remove this one. Why we are getting this one? Because here, from here it is taking the value. Okay, but here I have written this. Now it is okay na. So here you write this one. Okay, or if you change this one, no problem, you can change it, and now you change it here. Okay, so now we are reading the content of the file in obj. Okay, so it will be displaying the same thing. Okay, so with these two programs, we have seen the basic ideas of how to load and how to dump data into binary file. So you can work with any kind of Python object. Okay, suppose let me copy this one and paste it here. So this is there, and you can change it also, no problem, you can change. You can, suppose I am writing txt. Okay, that txt file. Okay, so my bin.txt now. So this will be now the new file will be created. That one is my bin.dat, but this is my bin.txt. Again we are going to create another file. Okay, and this time suppose here I am writing this data equal to suppose it is like this mixture of things are there. This we are having one list 1 2 3, then we are having suppose one tuple is there 2 3 4, then suppose we are having one dictionary like this 3 is to a, then uh, d is to 2. This type of things are there. Okay, now we are going to dump it into the file. So data we have written, so we have to dump it. Pickle dot dump. So what is to be dumped? Data is to be dumped. So data we will be writing data, and then where is to be dumped? It has to be dumped into the file. Okay, so now let us run it. Okay, what is the problem? This
सर लास्ट वाले में
oh यहाँ पे मैंने ये भी डाल दिया ना. Here it should be like this and then this. ठीक है. So now you can dump it. Okay, so dumping is done. Now you have to read it. So you can do here also. You can do this. Suppose I'm opening the file for writing as well as reading purpose. Okay, so after dumping the data, again we have to move back to the initial point and the beginning of the file. So here you have to write file dot seek 0. Okay, then we have to read the things. Okay, so for reading purpose, let us bring back this dt equal to, I am writing pickle dot dump, okay, and from where the dumping has sorry, load, here we should write load, because loading we have to do. Okay, so from where the data has to be loaded, in from the file. So that we have done. Okay, now simply if you want to print it, then print the things. So what is to be printed? dt is to be printed. Okay, now let us run it. So what we have stored in the file, that we are able to read here. Okay, that is what we are able to read here. Okay, now let us do some experiment with it so that it will be more clear to you. Suppose this time here data I'm changing it, or you can do with this also. Suppose I'm writing some text here. Hello everyone, now now we are learning pickle. Now we are learning pickles. Okay, then uh, after creating the data, so this is our Python object. This is our Python object. This time it is a string. Okay, now what we are doing, we are dumping it into the file. After that we are trying to read the file and display the things. So we will be getting that one also. Okay, now what thing I want to change here, suppose this is there. Okay, now here let me do once again, let us go back, file dot seek 0. So again we are at the beginning of the file after reading the content of the file. Okay, so after that let me perform file print file dot read, file dot read. Okay, and now let us execute. Okay, so what we are getting here, you see, and why we are getting this one, because now the file, this file is not a text file, it is a binary file, because we have written it in the binary mode. Okay, so binary mode, that's why we are getting this type of content in the file. Okay, this type of contents is there in the file. Okay, so if you have to read the binary file, then you have to read it using the pickles. Simple text reading will create problem for you. Simple text reading, because see, so many things are there, that means you will not be able to read it. Okay, okay, because it is written in the binary form, so that's why you have to use the pickle modules and load function for that, for reading the content. If you are using this way, if you are reading this way, then you are getting that. Okay, is it okay to all of you?
Yes.
Okay, so this is there. Now what you can do, you can this binary file is best suited for writing a structured data, creating structured file, and keeping the records, as we were doing with the CSV file, as we were doing with the CSV file. Okay, so that type of things here also can be done. Okay, how we can do it? For example, let us come here now. How can we do this one? For example, suppose you are creating a file, a student. Okay, so what different operations can be performed? A student records, so many records are there. For example, suppose roll, then name, then class, then house. These informations you are writing about, you want to write about 10 different students. 10 different students. So you can write it very easily. Okay. After writing, what you can do? So writing, first thing is writing. Then you can read all the records, read and display, no problem. So read and display, what you are doing? You are fetching the records from the file. Okay. After that, you can search the thing also. You can search. Means, for example, suppose you want to search a particular student, so you can perform searching also. That can also be done. Okay. And in the exam, one question from binary file to perform this type of operations will be there. Okay. One binary file is there, name will be given, and then you have to write a function to perform either modification or to search a particular string or to count a particular type of records in that binary file. This type of operations, for this type of things, you will be asked to write a function. Okay. So let us start with the simple one, that we need to write records of students in a binary file. Okay, that is what we are going to do. So uh, to write record of student in a binary file, named, suppose name is also given, named stud dot dat. Any name you can give, stud dot dat. Okay, so this is our binary file that we have to create, and there we have to write record of several students in the form of roll, name, class, and house. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do, we need to import pickle mode. Pickle, when question is related with binary file, then first thing you have to do is you have to import binary pickle module. Okay, because here it is indicated that you have to work with pickle module because it is binary file. So import pickle module. After that, what we have to do, we have to open the file. So file, let me open the file equal to open, and then write the name of the file, student.dat. This is our file that we are going to create, and we are going to create it in binary mode, so that's why we have written wp. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to create the data object. Second thing is creating the python object, so let us store the records of all the students in a list. Okay, so मान लो हम लोग कर दिए records, we are having records, we are having one empty list, so that we will be populating it with all the records of different students. Okay, so that we have done. After that, what we have to do, we have to collect these records for several students. So we will be using loop for that, because we have to work for several students. So let us have one loop for I in range, suppose 5, because 10 times it will take lot of time for running the program, so he will be doing that. I am working with 5 only, so that is there. Now we have to collect the details of all the students. So suppose rn indicates or roll will be collecting, so int input enter roll. Okay, next we have to collect name equal to input enter name. Then next class equal to uh, int, suppose it is integer, input, and then enter class. Then another one is house, so house equal to input enter house. So these data we are collecting from the user. Okay, so after this we will be creating one record out of all these details. So record, let us creating one record as rec. So rec will be a list of these data members. So first will be role, then second one will be name, and third will be class, class, because class is a reserved word there, that's why class you have to use. Then house, next one is house. Okay, so in this way what we have done, we have created a record for one student. After this what we will be doing, we will be creating this object, populating this object with all these records for different students. So we will be writing records dot append, record dot append, and append with what, rec. So in this way what will happen, all the records will get appended in this records, and this record is a list which is a Python object. So that Python object we are creating. So we have created the object. In this way we have created the object. Now the next task we are having is to dump the records in the file. Okay, so next we will be writing pickle dot dump, pickle dot dump, and what is to be dumped, we have to dump records, we have to dump records, and where is to be dumped, it has to be dumped in file, file. Okay, so that after that let us close the file, file dot close. Okay, close. Let me do it for this also. Okay, so that we have done. After that, suppose you are going to read the things. So let us write here. After entering the records, we have to go back to the beginning of the file. So let us go back there. File dot seek 0. Okay, seek 0. Current is gone. So okay, so file dot seek 0. After that, now we have to start reading the content. So reading, suppose I am reading it in this dt equal to what we will write here, pickle dot load,
Load.
pickle dot load, and from where we are going to load the data, from the file. So we will be loading the data from the file. Okay, and after this let us simply display the thing. So print and dt. Okay, so the program is over. Close the file, file dot close. Okay, now let us run it. Enter roll. So suppose roll number 1, name is this, class is 12, and house is suppose A for Aravali. Roll number 2, name is this, and class 12, house is Nilgiri. Roll number 3, name is CCC, class is 12, house is Shivalik. Roll number 4, name is DDD, class is 12, and house is Udaygiri. And one more student, roll number 5, name this, and class 12, and belongs to Aravali house. So that we have written, and here we have got the output also. So here you see, as we written the content in the same format, we are getting the output. So here you just I hope up to this point you have got the idea of pickling and unpickling. पिकलिंग का मतलब हो गया जो आपका पाइथन ऑब्जेक्ट है उसको बाइट स्ट्रीम में कन्वर्ट करके फाइल में भेज देना, that is called pickling. Unpickling means what? The data is written in the file in the byte stream. Now you are doing unpickling means what? You are creating a Python object of that byte stream and bringing the data back into your program. Okay, so once the data is there in your program, you can process it as per your requirement. Suppose you want to display the things in decorative manner, so you can do it. You can do it now. How to display the things in decorative manner. Or suppose you want to perform searching. Suppose you want to display, here question can be there that now suppose to इधर इधर कर लेते हैं, बिकॉज फिर से करेंगे तो फिर से मुझे एंट्री करना पड़ेगा डेटा. सो हियर सपोज टू सर्च a student whose role, yeah, search a student who belongs to Aravali house. Who belongs to Aravali house means question is that. Okay, so file is ready. File we have already written, and in the file we are having 5 different records with roll, name, class and houses of all the students. Now the question is that you have to write a program to read that student's file, है ना? Here from student dot dat file. Okay, you have to read the content from that file, and you have to search the students who belongs to Nilgiri, Aravali house. Okay, so for that we have to write the program. So for that, let us copy this. Okay, and let me paste it here. So this time I will be opening this file for reading purpose only, because if you are WB plus, if you are writing binary file plus mode, then what will happen, again the new file will be created, and you will have to enter the new record. So that we do not want to do here. Okay, so just now we are going to read the content of the file, and we will be searching the particular students. So that is this we do not need. These things we do not need. Okay, because a file is created. Only what we have to do, we have to read the things. So let us read the things. So here let me write any variable you can give, rec equal to pickle dot load file. So we have read the thing. Now if you are displaying the things, then it will come here, print rec. So it will be giving you. Okay, so now you see what you have to do as per your question. This is a nested list, and in that nested list you have to perform searching. Okay, so here you can do like this. We have got all the records in rec. We have got all the records in rec. So now this rec is a nested list. So we have to traverse this nested list. Just that's all. So we will be writing for. Let us keep its plural. Recs means all the records. So for rec in recs, okay, for rec in recs, what we have to search, we have to search a particular house, na? We have to search a particular house. So now you see all the records at
ক্লাস হয়েছে দাদা, আমি এখানে এটা কমপ্লিট করে খাবো.
what index house is present, at what index the house is present. This is at index, this is at index 0, it is 1, it is 2 and it is 3. Okay, so here you see if you are writing like this for rec in recs, what this rec represent now? Anybody? What this rec represent?
The list inside the list.
Yes, one list. It represents, it will have one list at a time. So rec will have this, first time this will have, then second time it will come to rec, then third time it will come to rec. Okay, so now in that rec, what we have to search, we have to search this one, A, where it is A. Okay, so you can write like this: if rec and house is present at index 3, so rec 3, if rec 3 is equal to a, is it okay to all of you?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, so that is why we can perform search. So suppose we want to display that record, so here we simply we will write print rec. Okay, now let us run it. So two students are there in our file. One is roll number A, his name is A, and another one is EEE, and these two students belongs to Aravali House. So I hope all of you have understood this one. Got? Hmm? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
tomorrow we will be doing some more examples, and then it will become more. Just now your unit test is coming. So in unit test, all the entire file handling question will be there. So two chapters question I will be giving: function and file handling. Okay, function and file handling.